Chelsea are winning on my last preseason match against team my friend Real Sociedad. Team my friend Chelsea Eshemiensa Real Sociedad eti ekanum ebako Jao Pedro the poster boy Obo Brace Enelpa. I'm a team my friend Chelsea so team I winning by 3-1 and a Chelsea for fans no omuhuru boy na your friend Enzo Fernandez a whole lot of things and they see in the match the negative and the positive after the match. Zabi Alonso according to I'm free say better boy Chelsea title this season and with the Premier League they need say and they was all the boy na friend regimes elbow as the right centre back they need say and open friend Zabi Alonso elbow boy na friend Romeo Lavia as a central midfield no ni na eba be discuss the negative and the positive and a team told you game no so then again you have 3 players born man me free say also open your friend Zabi Alonso and get rid of them then again you have 2 key players born man I was a Chelsea for one player, not those players in and stay fit this season because they are going to play an important role for team. Their friend Chelsea. After that, you better discussing because and a report about Real Madrid for best submit a bid for Julian Alvarez on Monday. Then due to Niama vivid and informed analysis. I will show you so I'm a Bianso at me. I did so but welcome to your most authentic and authoritative sports analysis show here. Our all sidelines on 4 Post podcast our YouTube yeba nyama vivid no yama inform analysis no detailed be and a told that between Chelsea and Real Sociedad yeba nyabe di unkomo ama be bianso atimi I din so hono but enyame nkwana mo I'm here with Mark Manfo but answer me ba no so no oba no like it no comment it no subscribe no turn on the post notification say that be am drop it too man you be the first person to watch but there be abada say na matima support and be answer team I did so but straightforward yanko inside the game you come on the reason why Chelsea vote me winning by 3-1 the negative also penny friends Zabi also needs to polish be about the game nearby near my vivid and informed analysis said that be no na be answer team I did so on Macmath welcome Lako be about call there say match na share we you ba be think about the match Chelsea for ne chen Omo chen also mo vivid no
I'm feel mo so say show me on and off
sanity DNA match na be but before say you go inside the match against Real Sociedad and you better discuss the positive and the negative no Chelsea for we on preseason match this was their last preseason match against Real Sociedad and they met maybe winning by 3-1 in all preseason match no boy you know say before this game against AC Milan almost had 3 goals and they almost had 3 goals. How do you make of opinion defense Zabi Alonso take throwing the ideology how best na players no understanding the ideology then again who rating over 10 so Oberman say
okay remember the whole preseason of Chelsea 7.5 out of 10 so far and yeah extremely bad and I want to make cancel or have the best of preseason
okay
because from the Australian team no boy you know straight to Tottenham Hotspur I'm about Juventus then I'm about AC Milan and so I'm about that Real Sociedad you know everything indicates Zabi Alonso footprint you know every team they so but the thing is maybe the results you know and yet the Chelsea phone baby now because against Juventus me guy on Twitter na man for
classes Zabi Alonso
even against Tottenham Hotspur na red card side Tottenham Hotspur no and then ultimately Chelsea na man for backlash you know but you see per the review of everything now across you know you could see say there are some things that Zabi Alonso person in the next season now if be bring agent course so say football evolving right now at first so you can't manage a bit 3 backer a flat 3 back shape right now but right now in terms of tactical approach you know there's dynamism in 3 back ubet match game I say not about 4 back but in terms of build up you know a 3 back shape and on that there will be one fullback or joining the attack into Chelsea fan the and Komaya didn't have a be and say Zabi Alonso at Leverkusen, you know, it was more of a 3-back system now, but you kind of Jonathan Tah, they compare the Taxoba. Right now at Chelsea, you know, didn't you Michael Maxime Delacroix by and say, or person trusting Maxime Delacroix as the CCB in terms of leadership qualities or in terms of organizing the defense or and this a proper way of to see Maxime Delacroix performance in today's game. It wasn't exceptional though, but in terms of leadership, you know, you saw that Chelsea currently is having a leader in their setup. So Maxime Delacroix will be the CCB and then others, you know, Ebekano at the back. So we a Chelsea fan, you shouldn't mind say when I say that's a 5-back, 4-back, and I say a 3-back. The young say at the end of the day, no, the ideology of Xabi Alonso they say Obabe will up in a 3-back form. That's the key ideology of manager fans Xabi Alonso. So that's the most important thing. But per the result-oriented thing in the Mary Chelsea preseason as a 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. Chelsea ain't bad. I'm gonna give you out a good performance. Before say be rug game, so be say you can what like a crans and your rug game in Mankasa. So already Chelsea preseason we know 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. Going in our Premier League, you know, who say Ometima compete for the Premier League, and I say Ometima bottle for Premier League.
On say la come, me makasa anko mu read. But this anko mu read. Say any can say the pressure P to Xabi Alonso. Because in the next years, you know, it's a project that Chelsea for expecting something from the project. Okay. If you are being right. But right now, no, the intense thing now more right now, they say, and so what they need immediately, they will need that's a result from these players. That short-term result. Because ultimately can say because of a project Ababe building, you will continue losing. And France will play seasonal tickets and come to Stamford Bridge to watch Chelsea. 19 games of the Premier League. It doesn't work out like that. But I was a Chelsea winning. But for able to Chelsea to win, no. Ni nabe Xabi Alonso so. What the man can say? Be be Xabi Alonso so. But any kind of pressure please so the other Chelsea so. Other Xabi Alonso so. And that's a project ultimately building my Chelsea. In the Chelsea for the initially no. If you standard we were found between in the next phase, Xabi Alonso also the Premier League amesero. Munyin with him. But more at the end of the day, no, last season the position you guys were that was competing in the Champions League, you know. Next season, Xabi Alonso beat him Marco back. So ultimately Marco back. Now at the end of the day, no, to be competing in the top 4. Then next season, no, now pay much Sherman say, what am I competing in the top 4? Yeah. And no crown more the maximum point to accumulate in the Premier League, they check it. Because imagine say, you ever say Arsenal and Premier League, you know, or the 87 points in RG. Chelsea the 10 with 84 points. Do this way be Manchester City 85 points. Oje gap na 3 points than them. And what did that gap na money manager be Alonso about that season? They are not one man standard say. What's my year the 10 with this crop of players in this summer there? The next season compete for the ultimate. Yeah. But for what says now the Premier League question the console of the Premier League, you're not being fair to your man. About how over subjected to failure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, young match him. Now, in discussing about the match, then you will play boy. We'll see do more common be with me and you did something. I for line up in the Chelsea open your friends. I'll be so used to me that's all. Now, Mark, say omo betieno. So me didn't no cram omo ho. Say di can the line up we aba.
Line up we do.
Yeah, di can do come say this is going to be the perfect lineup for Chelsea going in this season because of the manager.
I think the only change a boom.
Reese one, but and okay, don't come out.
Yeah.
Now, we say they can be doing come about this lineup. Say this is the ideal lineup in open FN Xabi Alonso. So you saw a bit my boy team FN Chelsea because of who Xabi Alonso is and how tactical, why successful with the 3-back now, Bono or by no full Leverkusen and co. So there's a need for him to go that 3-back and they be doing come say so got 3-back every one, but he need to be dynamic because at a point in time, so much of 3-back and I was done on 4-back and also be ball. Now and here was the starting line, and ideally that in final can see if you on man not yet day. Enzo Besho, I think said this is going to be a proper lineup for Chelsea going this season. And on the left side of the defense, you know, Levi Cowell. And Fifin was Max Denselacra. That right side, it was Wesley Fofana. To which ideally it will be Rhys James as the right centre back. Maybe doing come up. And Fifin, you know, and Fifin for that on the ring back, on the left wing back, it was Pedro Neto. And Fifin because of Pep Chavari, I feel and in 5th was Moses Caicedo, to which ideally he's going to be a starter.
Now, me like come maybe the class there. Not to perform that's left
and it's quite cool. And quite cool. Okay. The biomechanical defensive aspect of the game is very integral. Then James was pairing with Moses Caicedo because under Enzo Maresca, they who James at the point in time when so much your team are more combat and physical. You need the presence of James to be there. Then on the right side was Marcos Pelestra, one of the important signings this season Chelsea for him. He's one of the most important signers this season for him.
Pelestra is very like make sure I know many.
As a young guy, baby.
It's just a steal. Chelsea for the steal.
Oh my from Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah. And on the operating on the house pace was Morgan Rogers and Kupama. Then the front line was led by Jao Pedro. Or say 2 goals. Now you see, Mark, many can come to be a son, you see, they said American, this is an ideal starter. Obia is expecting from open your friend Isabel. But in this game, almost I say the build up was slow kakra and sluggish. But you see, that is the thing that you didn't come out. I see, you need a tactical still coach in this modernized game because a situation in your mind, you need a tactical coach or be ready game, no, far beyond the other opponent in be ready. So the obenya solution, even in the first half, coming in the second half, obenya that solution. So in the second half, on that way, no, also the performance of Chelsea in terms of build up, and I fast kakra. And ideally, so we bought 3 backs here. The other difference is Ojibona a bit fast because of the 3 because Obenya ring bars or me operate on me kwabasa. It was fast, but first half it was slow, but the performance was good. But I wasn't fast. In the second half, no penny friend, Zabi Alonso come in extra clean and make it to a bit, and the performance was good. And that midfield now we don't come about regimes. In the second half, we was our son in Sanorakra. At the point, regimes ever born on the right centre back. And the Romeo Lavia by. Now Romeo Lavia, anytime I mean to make us say there's a need for Chelsea to play for that. But Frank Peter and also I go for 22. There's a need for him. Said that be fit.
Yeah.
There's a need for Boy to be fit. And O'Brien as a central midfielder, a passer, a good passer, and a controller, a tempo controller. No, he did it. So there's a need for Chelsea to play for this boy. Said that they are fit. And Oren come now could be proud to say place ni but say Obaja will be and the reason is to be fit and play because on say Obaja on the play presidency but on team fit sir.
Come on, Southampton. I remember Liverpool was competing.
Chelsea was competing.
Finally, we'll give you green light. Say you go to Chelsea.
Obaja in the play plan.
Yeah.
And now we are fit. Yeah, how impactful are obet my party team Chelsea team positively. Exactly. And then the performance we Chelsea now we be we bomb price we are fit and I be watch Chelsea for going to this season. Then again, remember one son what the so come episode. You see that house space now Morgan Rogers and it born a friend Copa be operate now. We Premier League team at slow.
You should fear.
Creative.
Because you see, Lacom, I didn't say.
Okay.
What Xabi Alonso it's similar to what he did at Bayern fullback.
Okay.
The 3 back in terms of build up. The 2 central midfielders, one will be a destroyer, the other will be a good passer with the ball.
Yeah.
So definitely, if there is Romeo Lavia on a better partner, that's Moises Caicedo.
I think the most it will be Enzo because he wants here.
It will be Enzo. It's Enzo the better passer, no. Moises Caicedo, you know. Destroyer of the game, no. Be chairman, no. Then there will be the flying fullbacks. When they find it initially, Pedro Neto and after Marcos Perestra. Into a more common many man. The double number 10, no. Ombe drop here by inside. So there's Morgan occupy the left half space, and there is Kupama occupy the right half space, and there is Marco Pelestra or no Bema with our front line on him because on my way there, one of the critic space somebody is no maternity man occupy and Pedro Neto Superman with our dance but Pedro Neto Superman with our dance on the right side and on the left side, So it means that when Chelsea is attacking in terms of attack, Chelsea Football Club, ever call with a 3-2-5.
Yeah.
So they make 3-2-5. 3-2-5 because there is Obama and Francie Fanny said that's Morgan Rogers on occupy the half space. So they'll be close to the striker in terms of half spaces.
Okay.
And the fullbacks and after the wing backs, ever stretchy. Then there will be the 2 central midfielders and the 3 back shape.
Okay. You see, Mark, on come now, remember other place near do on come. Who said from the start of this preseason, say Chelsea for mostly every day apart. You see, say Abe first 2, second 2, 5 and 1. Yeah. And it was giving I'm gonna say headache to Chelsea team, because at a point in time you see them say as a performance the team they don't break on quick transitional game. I had Chelsea for, but then open a friend Xabi Alonso a trick in kakra. Who say asset nemfa mama nani say and then or dane nesano against AC Milan or dane against team Efeno Sociedad and then Badano. But ene Morgan Rogers making a derby. What do we make of Morgan Rogers and how impacted obetimi impacted team we friend Chelsea positively?
Obviously, say watch Xabi Alonso at Bayern fullback. Watch how easy play and victim. you know say he needed a player in the shape of Morgan Rogers. Because in terms of honor, I am more concerned about the house spaces. Because the moment to bring numerical superiority in terms of attack, the moment to bring more numbers in terms of attack in the 18-year box, the chances creation comes from there.
Okay.
So what they make us say. So Morgan occupy the half spaces and create in the advanced areas.
Okay.
And you see, Morgan is having a similar profile to Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Those number 10s now, they don't offer you much creativity. Creative or do.
Yeah.
But in terms of creativity, but they are threats when they are in advanced areas.
Okay.
So Jabi Alonso will be in terms of even drop Pedro Intimisha, Kopama Intimisha from nowhere as a box crasher or going to the box. You want go. That's why there is Morgan Rogers or Kwakwakotonabano. Into Morgan occupy the left side, Kopama on the right side. Half spaces now. Even Joao Pedro access the decoy or Becritino. There's Morgan occupy the left, and that's Kopama on the right to create enough balance in terms of attack. Okay. So I think they make a lot of sense.
Because in the performance, I think they boy Chelsea going because in the first day, and check the performance of Morgan Rogers, it's be Eddie Givey. Now, I think they talk on town or Enzo Fernandez are fans, no, no. And then also Baby Boy, you know, Jenny Captain Band.
Oh, we are also free club now.
That's how Baz was Abbey General to Trinity. There's a fans and woo. How do you make of that? What's say? I sit for best motivated.
Hence, I respect the club Chelsea from the onset. Conversations occur have been, Madrid. I love the city of Madrid. Well, someone might sit there and say, "Oh, maybe I Enzo no Madrid sitting in the meeting will not club Real Madrid." But the problem is, you are in Madrid, the biggest club by all Real Madrid. It's who could jump because say, "I love the city of Real Madrid." What image are you painting to the fans? Ubi only 3 man say Real Madrid na me opeso ede oko. Fast forward, Real Madrid have established the relationship on the blue for the war. So on top Enzo. The only option I want is Manchester City. Now, City for because of Enzo Maresca, they make so for Enzo to become the type of player he is right now, was due to the fact that Enzo Maresca in his own image was able to build Enzo Fernandez to be an all-round midfielder. And I'm Enzo Ababe in the pana, sorry, the type of player or any CC, Enti Obia any better manager, me feel comfortable. They make now Chelsea for the be so pesoko. Have a Pastore, Ababe didn't come baby. And in Commander have a Pastore, you know, what you can't say Enzo no Yahweh. Oh, yeah, where the job on senior jobs are through at Chelsea, salary increment this annual man. Pesoko. Club no manager on your mom up to and 5 p.m. UK time, Brabeto. So at this point, image at Chelsea for only painting outside, they say, you are never above the club. Okay. If the Javi Alonso say, one corner there, Javi probate my bench or Romeo Lavia.
Sanity. But, no come the question, but do you think that the performance of Romeo Lavia, Chelsea for can say, okay, say, Romeo Lavia, every time I fit a man, say, Enzo Kokora intimate. Do you think that shoes Enzo be out on is a Romeo Lavia feta with my argument?
Well, Enzo profile very difficult.
Very. But I'm talking about the rule. Upon if Zabio so give you man in the three-back system.
Okay. You see, as a number 8, they be a Mekasi generalist and a specialist. Enzo is being built to be a generalist because we occupy every position in terms of the midfield. My Lavia is more of a specialist. Oh, that rule number 8 now.
Okay.
Proper box to box, complemented physicality plus passing. What did they make us? So if you have Lavia is a specialist in that rule. But you see, football is evolving right now. Football right now, didn't you be better say Obefa Vitinha over Pedri? They say Rona Vitinha and Pedri Ebono. Vitinha is a generalist in that rule. Okay. Vitinha Timbo as a 6 and also as a number 8. Okay. Pedri Timbo only as a number 8. And we a coach now who right into the market. Now who choose between the two. You go in for the generalist. Okay. Because then you had generalist of Fabio Sama. So Chelsea will need Enzo Fernandez because even at some point, double number 10 role, Kopama fitness issue in the crowd and that table.
So Enzo is needed.
It's needed.
Okay. Now, Joao Pedro, me say born a cost no Joao Pedro. How important of for Chelsea this season?
Joao Pedro development in the last 12 months, I very insane. From Brighton to Hove Albion, or buy a club World Cup, ball go in the final, be performing very well in the final. No, be I expecting Joao Pedro say. Then go about Chelsea, it's only fluke soccer ball club World Cup. Buy one season, watch it 20 goals.
20 goals.
For a striker, Brighton and Hove Albion. This season, Ubi him say be a one season from the Joao Pedro in Tebetiako. In the preseason, still now Joao show that glimpse. They say still now, no. Obetima is a Jumano. Eti, Bibiach say Joao Pedro next season. If Jabi Alonso pursue using as a center forward, say Jabi ever using as a center forward because we don't always refer the profile of Joao Pedro as a striker because they're traditional number 9. We're very mobile, formidable, flexible, tactical fit. Yeah, interpositional changes are fitting into a proper center forward involving himself in the game. But next season, Jabi Alonso rely on Joao Pedro in terms of goals. Preseason actually. Okay. Numbers were showing the preseason. Also rely on him in terms of goals.
Okay. So you see, Mark, you need wrap up. Yeah. Xabi Alonso, do you think so best succeed there with Chelsea or not?
Success there, they be a for preseason in this success.
Okay. But this is a preseason, is a glimpse of success.
A glimpse.
So talking about glimpse.
One thing they say, your manager said they had good preseason.
But the Koya not take him. Okay.
Obi to say Nuno Espirito Santo.
Okay.
Very good preseason. Season they shall say, or the manager of the month. After some time, we did good in a pamon. Thomas Frank have a good preseason. They do some point when the manager taught him a pamon. Okay. And then the preseason, yeah, if maybe say new manager syndrome. New manager bar obi abeso
chireze we born born tie mane mo.
But after the players have been established position no.
Even na on better
the manager ni nyantokwa.
Na koyase.
To be abegina manager fe Jabi Alonso so.
Kitwa bi on Julian Alvarez about say ye be say na ka kire me. Say yes Real Madrid for e be submit bid on Monday. How do you make of that? And then fan wrap up na yen kona.
Meaning come on first asem bi. By la come. You know I was 150 million bid now after Madrid election no. On Tuesday, a coin was never a bid. It was never a bid. You see, Florentino Perez, Tennessee, Jose Mourinho, ABD, and Komobi said, after the time at Inter Milan, maybe reason why Real Madrid and said they wanted to cut the Barcelona dominance. That's what they make us. They wanted to cut the Barcelona dominance. And the thing is, why not dominating Spain currently?
Barcelona.
FC Barcelona. Yeah. Florentino Perez, in his own image as a president, is never comfortable to be when he arrive as well dominating.
So
what did the Megan say? Barcelona, no, you have failure as a president. And guys who are failing. Barcelona, no, you have failure as a president. So what the man arrive by dominating with Spain. And they be our own channel. So right now, Florentino Perez, 170 on Monday, and 170 on Monday call. Class in their relationship. FC Barcelona, good relationship with Manchester City. A good relationship with them in terms of negotiation. City from say, Mombra Rodri, who negotiate better mama. No matter the situations that let's go marry about the City rivals, good relationship. There's a good relationship with Gil Marin and Rick Sorenzo and Florentino Perez. So now, bed no, let's go be rejected. Or they say no. It's 170. Atletico very rejected 170. How much was a Madrid required 170 by Andy? It's 150 now. So about 35.
I want to go save Jan.
I want to go save Jan.
Okay. Boy. Let me be answering to me any so or like no comment no subscribe. If I comment to Chelsea match and say and then again you see Real Madrid can get Julian Alvarez at the end of the transfer now. If I comment to be answering to me any so I'm bidding a welcome. Many mark for the utility guy and then you did you man on the be a turn on the post notification. You do too, you be the first person to watch. Thank you.